Why, oh, why? Why, oh, why? Like Michael says on, some of y'all know those words out of Michael. Why, oh, why? Disposable heroes of hypocrisy. Before earth, just one last time, before earth eats their flesh. Don't we all know it was their souls we loved? It was their souls we loved the most, and the first piece of them to go missing and gone. Their souls. We loved their souls first, and it was the first piece of them to go missing in red piles near an old willow meeting place where four little girls tell their ghost stories down in Birmingham, Alabama. Still since 1963. Goodbye, Addie Mae Collins. Carol Denise McNair.
I'm walking down.
Oh, I know in McNair in Alabama. I wonder, I bet it's the same family. Goodbye, Carol Denise McNair, Cynthia Wesley, Carol Robinson.
Yes,
Thank you all, the civil rights movements and all the people, the suffragette, the women who stood up to make things happen and showed this world that we're not powerless. What it is that when we combine and unify and translate and disseminate, that we can create, co-create with the virtual domain. The virtual domain of existence has no name in attendance. It's just virtual domain, and it exchanges, and I'm preaching now like I've been wanting to do for so long. I want to get into it and tell everybody the truth. We got another poet right down here, though. I got to be conscious of his time. We want to share. We want to give. We want to be inclusive. So if you would, please come and say some words to us about the day, about the time now at hand.
I'm walking down.
My name's Thomas Boris. I'm a little more subthyroid, I guess.
Check, Mike. I'm sorry I didn't offer you one earlier. I was not conscious of it.
I'm going to read a couple of poems by Rosé. And Rosé is a Santa Fe relic that's been around for 20 years, 30 years. And some of you might have heard him and appreciate him as much as I do. I was told that I had to do something around protest, and I got this in email, and it's called Watching War. I stayed away 100 days, escaping from the ooze. Current events and exposés, the endless spin and overplays which networks call the news. It was a therapy supreme that saved my mind and soul from clogging in that muddy stream which makes your life, the whole world, seem as dark as a black hole. My friends, acquaintances are all depressed beyond belief. The rays of war has them enthralled, their knotted stomachs in free fall with no hope of relief. Like addicts of some subtle drug, they sit glued to the set, the only place once really snug, wrapped up within the dreadful hug of TV's tourniquet. They watch the war slowly unfold, over and over again the story told, foretold, retold, inhuman, monstrous, icy cold, clouding the minds of men until it permeates each cell, the eyes, the thoughts, the will, in storms the body's citadel and traps the senses in its spell, while poisoning for the kill. Just a second, folks. Manual dexterity is not my strong suit. It pours through every viewer's brain, consuming in its flow the strength required to abstain. It eats away like acid rain, a gulping undertow. This coverage, without reprieve, all other thoughts expel, And though we cheer and hope and grieve, the gruesome image we receive, like war itself, is hell. That's Rosé. The name of that is called Watching War. This next one is called Stay the Course. Do we want to be at war forever? For decades, generations, all our lives? To have no life except this one endeavor? To fight and die until no one survives? Commit our children and their children too to politics concocted to increase the wealth that stuffs the coffers of the few? Children unborn will never know the peace. I wonder why I ask what you prefer. The die is cast. The words are written stone. Things are no longer like the way they were. It's war until the last terrorist is gone. He has no joy save when he hears swords clash, or rather, when he learns the fight's begun. The actual sound of bombs on buildings crashing, it's not heard. A world away by number one. He hears a music no one else can hear. He will not rest till we have victory. And just when will that glorious day appear? When he says so, or says something contradictory. So gird your loins for sacrifice, my friend. It's war, all right. In peace there is no glory. For number one, stand up, or it will never end. Let's rise above the same old sorry story. That's Rosé. And then I'll finish with a poem of mine called Wired. What if spring forgot to be, and waves rolled away from shore to sea? Technology would fix it then. We'd own the moon, negotiate the stars, and sell off futures for stuff on Mars. The sun, a vast utility, we'd build to heat the galaxy. And freedom, well, forget that. Stability would swing the bat and knock a comet to deep space. While in black holes, we'd franchise place, replacing chaos with more and more. Fast food chains, convenience stores, we'd suburb love on satellites, on asteroid belts with neon nights, and harmonize the spheres with music that would numb our ears and run the years into eternal now. We clone the farm, program the cow. No one would ever need to know how it started or became. And every time we'd need a fix, we'd alter genes to hype the rich. Designer highs, the heavens say. Boutique the entire Milky Way. And with athletic medicine, we'd replace limbs and dimple chins, and everyone would win and win. No doubt about it, we're in control. What was that? What is a soul? I'm sorry, I just can't relate. But if you'll wait, I'll ask Bill Gates.
Oh, yeah. It's very nice. Asking Bill Gates. There's no coincidence. But yet, if science is a true thing, then coincidence does exist. That duality does, in fact, occur. Those are my findings. If duality truly exists, the collapse of time occurs in coincidence when there's a moment of open to the virtual domain of the original meme, the original fault. You know, we look up words like truth. You know, what is the meaning of truth? We look up all sorts of words. Words are what created the universe, and you know, let there be whatever is